Ah, hello. Yes, you'll recall that I mentioned that flit switches require a knock from a melee weapon. Well, it seems that was only partially correct. According to the book, only blue switches require melee weapons. The red variety requires magic, and to activate yellow switches, you must shoot them with a firearm. Fortunately, that section of the book also indicated where some firearms were located, and these weapons, well, they must be seen to be believed. Please return to the sanctuary as soon as you can. Ah, so the weapons in question were also left for you by your father. They are in the armory. Like the sword and hammer, these astonishing weapons evolve over time as you use them, becoming ever more fearsome. They can cause more damage and achieve other incredible effects. The rifle is the perfect instrument for engaging enemies at long range. The rifle is the perfect instrument for engaging enemies at long range. The rifle is the perfect instrument for engaging enemies at long range. Either gun should be very useful given your current situation. The pistol, excellent choice. You are in an enclosed space at the moment, after all. I'll keep the rifle here in case you change your mind. In the meantime, experiment and see what incredible properties are waiting to be unlocked.
much you need to know. Congratulations, hero. Touching the guild seal was an indication of what you could become. Reaching the music box has proven what you already are. No one but a hero could have done it. You have begun to learn what powers you possess, and there is still greater potential within you, but you have only taken the first step in your journey. Albion is crying out for a revolution, and for someone to lead it. Winning supporters to your cause will be hard. Leading them against Logan will be an even greater challenge, but it's one you must accomplish.
I'll make him pay for what he did.
This is not a matter of personal vengeance. As long as your brother sits on the throne, Albion is in great danger. Open the music box. It will show you the truth.
This is my Albion. Its cities will bow to my law, or they will burn. Its mountains will bend to my will, or they will fall. This is my Albion. Its people will do as I say, or they will die. Its future will be as I decree, or it will end. I've seen what must be done, and nothing will stand in my way. We will be greater, and we will be stronger, no matter what sacrifices we must make. This is my Albion, and I will see it destroyed before I surrender it.
If any part of you still doubted the necessity of a revolution, you have your answer. The kingdom will face its own annihilation under your brother's rule. Now, do whatever you must to gain your first ally, for you cannot lead a rebellion without followers. Sabine is a good man, and his people are strong.
Blessed index cards. You made it. This is cause for great rejoicing. Albion has a hero again. If ever I can be of assistance, I will be honored to serve you.
I knew you would succeed, sir. You now have proof positive of your heroic status. And I believe Walter has made some progress with the mercenary problem. He is waiting for you outside the local tavern.
I like you because you seem nice. Hobbs has taken all the village children, and we have to get them back. Swish!
Found any good stuff lately? Like treasure
I
chests?
swing my sword for 30 damage.
What do you mean about
I think I might faint, possibly into your arms.
So you better watch out.
You won't find anything better in all of Brightwool than the stuff I'm selling right here.
That was brilliant!
I'm Princess Isolda, and I don't need rescuing. I can look after
Yay!
myself.
Astonishing!
Time for the tutorial.
Amazing!
One! Have you got anything to eat?
Woohoo! Yeah! Hooray!
Yippee!
Woohoo!
You've amassed enough money to buy a house. Houses are excellent investments. Besides, you'll need somewhere to live if you meet that special someone.
Good one.
Woohoo! Woo!
Woo! All right!
Rock bottom prices for rock bottom times.
I really need the money. It's a matter of life and death. Hooray! Yeah! Nice!
Yeah!
Yeah, nice.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Finest products in Brightwool available here.
Things have never been worse here.
I'd give you some gold. If only so you could get shoes and
All
fit properly.
right!
I'm still learning the 58th edition rules.
And the pig says to the monk,
Maybe you should do that again.
A little closer and do that.
Never fancied adventure myself. Seems to suit you, though. Did you hear they're looking for a bard? Walked into the pawnbroker's the other day and he said, "Back already? That can't be good. I sell Brightwool's best. If business doesn't pick up soon, I'll be right out of it. Business, I mean."
Best establishments in Brightwall.
Maybe you roll a new one.
Just keep
I
your
tell you
nose
what's
clean
wrong
and
with this
all
country.
will be well.
It's the budgies. Secretly controlling everything they are, and you can't even see them.
The barley server has fallen.
And there I was, standing in the middle of the field with my pants around my ankles. Well, the Duchess wasn't pleased, I can tell you.
We must band together to stop Logan.
Yeah!
How come I have to buy equipment?
We'll be going
if I'm using
bankrupt
it
if
to save
things
the
don't
world?
pick up. And so will the rest of this area.
Wow, you're that man who's meant to be a hero, aren't you?
I usually restock every few weeks.
I could get used to this sort of thing. I've heard there are treasure chests around.
You won't
And they're
find
not even hard to
anything
find.
better in all of
Is that true?
Brightwall than the
What
stuff
have you been
I'm
up
selling
to?
right here.
Out collecting scars?
And another thing. Wait, you're not my brother-in-law. Finest products in Brightwall available here. I sell Brightwall's best. Yeah.
You should join the army. We could use a fighter
Best
like you.
establishments in Brightwall.
Just give a little.
This crossbow was made from the wood of a magical tree called Herman.
You were successful then. Bloody marvelous. You'll be glad to know I have some information on the mercenaries Sabine mentioned. They're led by a man called Saker. He used to be a soldier, but always had more in common with bandits and cutthroats than the military. His men are holed up in a small fortress in the mountains, so it won't be easy to get in. But I have a plan. Come with me.
Got too much gear? Sell it to me.
Cheap prices.
One of the mercenaries. A cold-blooded killer. His name's Clarence, but everybody calls him Jimmy. He was drinking in the pub all day and generally making life unpleasant for everyone. It wasn't hard to get him completely pickled. These young thugs. Bloody lightweight, if you ask me. Anyway, take his clothes and you'll have a free pass into their camp. Just try not to think about what those stains might be.
Do you have anything I can buy off you?
You're not likely to convince anyone without a bit of extra effort. Even these idiots will notice if you don't have his beard or tattoos. I'm sure you can get hold of what you need around town, though. In the meantime, I'll find out who to talk to about getting food to the dwellers. They might not have much to spare here, but they're kind people. They'll just need a little convincing. Anyway, good luck dealing with Saker and his mercenaries. It'll be your first taste of real battle. But I know you'll do just fine.
I buy stuff. So come here and I'll buy your stuff, okay?
Let's see. What happens if you're battling your way through a dungeon or a tomb? And you have
Towns
to use
in the
the
dumps. I'm practically having
Need
to
any
give
help
stuff
today?
away. Cheers for that, love. My life's pretty boring compared to yours. Safer, though.
I always have more to spend
I
on
give
new
hard
stock
cash
when
for your
people buy a
unwanted
lot.
goods. On
I'm
the
sure
spot.
I can help you.
Does it get easier?
Go on,
The killing?
help us out.
Thank you
That
for
was
your
sleeping on the
custom.
ground.
The last mercy
You look like a dweller. That the look
The
you're going
crows
for?
shall feast this night. Ugh!
This is getting more tense.
We are the warriors of Varian Tree.
Oh, we've got all sorts we have.
Bah, bah, bah.
Oh, we've got more in the back, so just let me know if you want to see more.
Right, cheers.
Don't stay in one place too long, do you?
You're welcome back anytime.
Oh, that's a good pie.
Every few weeks. Finest products in Brightwall available here.
You're a whiz with a rolling pin. Ooh, that crust is divine.
All of Brightwall and the stuff I'm selling right here.
Has fallen.
That's one hell of a pie.
Marsh have all sorts of monsters in them. We'll have to protect the traders. That's the last time I saw a strange.
Brilliant. Keep them coming.
There's an evil sorcerer called Peter.
Rock bottom prices for rock bottomed.
Wonderful dough work.
You appear to have earned enough gold to purchase the rather repulsive items you require to complete your mercenary disguise. A most impressive feat for a member of the royal family. Of course, should you have acquired a taste for labor, you may continue working for as long as you wish.
Just keep checking my shop. You never know when I might have a sale on.
Good pie.
If Festus doesn't pick up soon, I'll be right out of it. Business, I mean.
I might keep that one for myself.
Always look out for sales.
That one's falling apart.
I'm
Oh, do be careful.
for months already, haven't we? I hear these marshes have all sorts of monsters in them. We'll have to protect the traders. I used to be a destroyer, but now I'm an alchemist.
Don't be
Good pie.
buy someone a present.
That'll fetch a good price.
I sell Brightwall's best.
Good pie.
one hell of a pie.
All kind of apparel at great prices.
I might keep that one for myself. That's one hell of a pie.
Let me know if you have...
You handle that dough like an artist.
How can I help?
Pleasure to serve. Let's see what you've got in stock then.
Pie of the day, I reckon.
Best establishments in Bright. You won't find anything better in all of Bright.
That's one hell of a pie.
I think a nice dark shirt would suit you.
Careful!
Finest products in Bright Wall
Not
available
sure I
here.
can afford that right now.
Quality pie making, that. Smells delicious. You're a whiz with a rolling pin. I might keep that one for myself. You're good at this.
If you...
That's one hell of a pie.
No, then I'd stop be surprised if you shop there instead.
Pie of the day, I reckon.
We'll be going bankrupt if things don't pick.
I might keep that one for myself. Oh, that's a good pie. Ah, oh dear.
Spent?
Pie of the decade? Only time will tell. Great pie. Lovely work.
Rock bottom prices for rock bottom.
Pie making perfection.
Have a look at what I've got. You have not seen anything like it.
Pie making perfection.
If business doesn't pick up soon, I'll be... right out of it. Business, I mean.
Pie making perfection. Oh, dough everywhere.
We must defeat the evil tech priests in the industrial zone. I have corrosive resist.
We have the finest product in Albion.
I have adventures too.
He does make the sound.
Does it get easier? The kid. I want one sleeping on the ground.
A great way to make money is to start making pies.
I think I might faint. Possibly into your arms.
You seem all right,
Things
but then I hardly know you.
worse here. What are you looking
I
for?
couldn't do what you do.
You're
Too
paying
much
top
bloody
gold
work.
for
I'm
top
going to go to
quality
adventure
items.
too when I grow up.
Ah!
We should have just what you need. Yeah, it may be expensive, but it's worth every ounce of gold.
It appears. Let's adjourn to the dressing room and see about your disguise, shall we? The appropriate facial hair adorns the bust before you. Perfect. You look dangerous and devoid of all human decency already. Now, for the tattoo. Tattoos do tend to lend one an air of danger, don't they? The beard and the tattoo are splendid. You're just missing one thing, the mercenary outfit. Ah, yes, very mercenary indeed. You'll fit right in with those brutes. Now then, you better be off to deal with Seika, hadn't you?
Just passing through then. This is getting more tantalizing by the moment. Why don't you visit another town?
Isn't that cute?
Peel your
Be
fur!
sure
Buy
to
a
find
drink.
something special for that someone special.
Jimmy? Back from killing some dwellers? Come on in.
You been up to much lately?
Nah.
Nah, me neither. I sometimes wish I'd joined me dad with a family business.
Why didn't you?
Well, I never saw myself as a sugar salesman. And it wasn't really feasible after I killed him and all.
Shame.
Jimmy! Over here, mate. Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over. Jimmy, show Stilts here that thing you do, you know. The thing.
What thing? Roll over, you stupid mutt.
Don't get too close. Damn thing's probably got rabies or something. What are we gonna call it?
All right, Jim, how's things? You been drinking in Brightwall again?
Jimmy, that really you?
Worth killing and
You look different somehow. Were your eyes always that colour?
Nah, Jimmy's got periwinkle. Beautiful summer morning sky. That's not him.
It's not Jimmy! That's it. Cut the stinker down. Hey, you bastard! I can't be hit, because you are shit! I need reinforcements! Don't let that little beat
Stinking hound.
Watch out, boys! Don't you idiot! That was a bird! Incoming, lads!
Jimmy was my mate. Die!
Don't worry!
That shit can kill you, you know.
Nice beard, mate. I'll take that as a trophy once you're dead.
How you like that? Saw that coming. the Jimmy impersonator!
You ain't got a donut's chance in a room full of...
Leave him! He's mine! You've left quite a trail of bodies. You're not one of Sabine's dwellers, that's for damn sure. But you'll die like one. Nobody stops Seeker!
Let's see you bleed.
won. This battle is yours. Kill me or let me live, it's your choice. And my men will honor it. We may be nothing but mercenaries, but we have our codes, like any other soldiers. We'll leave the dwellers be, no matter what you do. That is a warrior's promise. Thank you. I won't forget this. Let the stranger go!
You have taken another step on the road to rule. Sparing Saker has won over the support of his followers. Word is already spreading of your compassion and your strength.
It is a momentous occasion, sir. Your first victory in battle. I'm no expert on personal combat, but I would say, based on the fact that you're not dead, you acquitted yourself rather well. It's hard to believe that just a few days ago I was rousing you from a comfortable bed. It would seem that you have completed 2 of the tasks that Sabine set for you. If you return to Brightwall, you will find Sir Walter has some news on how to fulfill the last requirement. Sir Walter is still waiting for you in the Brightwall Tavern. He seems to have become rather attached to the place. The Sanctuary shop has some new bits and bobs, I believe. Why not have a look? I stand ready to serve. You've got a new tattoo design available if you're feeling under-adorned. Reconsidered, have you? Very well. the dweller suit. Very good. Bit chilly, are you? Or just felt like a change? Whatever you feel comfortable in.
Special ingredient of our famous silver hen ale. I find it lends the brew a rather piquant flavor.
Ah, here he is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed. We have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course. Nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
There you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your earliest convenience, I can show you what I mean. Now, the book says there is an additional rather amazing capability about the sanctuary's map table. It can help you find people who are in need of a hero. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. Select a villager to help, and by helping them, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
Oh, hello. Lovely, aren't they? I've collected gnomes since I was a lad. My family said it was unhealthy. It made me take stock of my life, and I realised I had to make a change. So I cut off all contact with them. Now it's just me and the gnomes. They're my best friends, especially Jonathan. He's like a brother. See, I would actually die for him. It's his birthday today, you know. I ordered a special present for him and everything, but it never got here, unfortunately. Well, you couldn't find out what happened to it for me, could you? Great, great! Now, this package, like I said, it's very special. I ordered it from a catalogue. It was very expensive, but then this is Jonathan we're talking about. He deserves only the best. Now, according to the catalogue, the delivery coach travels through Misspeak Valley. Maybe they lost a wheel there or something. It's a good place to start looking around, anyway.
Vile fiend! You uncouth wretch!
What can I do for you then?
That's some tasty work.
Find better prices anywhere, then I shan't be surprised if you shop me
Wonders
a couple of rough
products in
patches, but at the
Brightwall
moment we're doing
available here.
okay.
Brilliant. Keep them coming. Smells delicious. That'll fetch a good price.
Hi there. How can I help?
Wonderful dough work.
Favorite customer again.
Quality pie making, that. Great pie. Pie making perfection. Lovely work. Oh, dough everywhere.
I have no doubt. You need more followers. Try.
Nothing but that worthless Uncle Stu. Love it.
We're under fire! Keep your heads down, boys! Get moving, you mutt!
Slapped you one! Now it's payback time! Get out of the line!
Welcome to...
for the...
You got it! Oh, this is brilliant! Brilliant! You see, Jonathan... Right, let me see. Now then, here are the instructions. Prepare your display area in pride of place. Done that. Ensure that your garden ornaments are facing your gargoyle with unbroken line of sight. Check. Face your gargoyle, stand confident, take a deep breath, and say in an authoritative voice... Oh. Gargulus multipulus us.
Start every day with a healthy breakfast. Always look both ways before crossing a road. Don't eat wild mushrooms, they could be toadstools. Don't play with matches.
Oh, this is the greatest day of my life! Wait until I tell my family. Oh, I forgot I've stopped talking to them. Oh, who cares about them? This is mind-bogglingly amazing! In the morning when I wake up and I stumble out of bed, I put my head. And it doesn't much matter if the sky is rain or shine,
Because the gnome is a happy fellow all the time.
They said a gnome is a happy fellow almost all the time.
We said a gnome is a happy fellow all the time.
Oh, I travel round the land and wherever I roam.
From the mountains to the distance to the meadows at home.
I raise my hand and say in a loud resounding voice,
Being a gnome is awful nice.
All the gnomes on the right say, pointy little hat.
Pointy little hat, pointy little hat.
And all the gnomes on the left say, 2 foot tall.
2 foot tall, 2 foot tall.
And again, lads.
Ah, hello.
Oh, this is terrible. Somehow the gate got open, and all of my chickens have escaped. I don't know how they did it, those chickens, and maybe I never will. Chickens are extraordinarily clever. Will you find the buggers for me? Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. They won't fall for any of that. Come here, chickie, chickie, I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximize their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head, believe me.
You've a new suit in your wardrobe, a new feathery suit. You're dressed as a chicken. What are you planning to do dressed as a chicken?
Use the chicken suit to get them to follow you. It's a bit crazy, just crazy enough to work. You're doing great. We can't afford any mistakes now, or the entire operation will be compromised.
Add some character to your face with my famous beards.
Best products in Brightwall.
Last time I was here, Brightwall
I need money for a new coat.
Terrific! We're gaining the initiative. Go on, there are still more out there. You sure you're up for this? Many a valiant man destroyed.
time for shops. Oh, we've got more in the back, so just let me know if you want to see more.
I've been looking forward to this shopping spree all week.
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it. I couldn't live with myself any longer being complicit in this chicken oppression.
But they might have destroyed the entire town, possibly the world.
They might have gone off to live peacefully on their own. They might have created great works of art or literature. We don't know. And we have no right to take away their fundamental liberties based on our own prejudices.
Well, now it's clear taking away their liberties isn't enough. I have to assume you'll try to facilitate another escape. And that means the only choice is to kill them all.
Oh, no, Bernard! No, don't! All right. Keep them locked up. At least so we can talk about this.
You infiltrated the chickens. You lived among them. You know them better than anyone. What's to be done? It's a simple matter of kill or be killed.
No, Bernard. They're not like that.
All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what's best, Bernard. It's the right thing to do.
I wish I could believe that. I really do.
Ah, hello.
I hope everything is in order. Ah, the duet.
Now we just have to figure out a compromise.
Haven't I compromised enough?
I have no doubt that the people...
Whatever did happen with that Morley play? Is it still missing?
swing a sword, but oh dear. It's late.
There are new items available in the Sanctuary shop.
You look good. Last time I was here, Brightwall was buzzing with culture.
I remember an acting troupe who attracted huge crowds. What's their name?
Hope you got on. Warm and fuzzy. We're low on stock, so I'll give you a bit extra for certain items. We have a short.
Last time I was here, Brightwall was buzzing with culture. I remember an acting troupe who attracted huge crowds. What's their name?
Thank you for your custom. I enjoy
Don't stay in one place too long, do you?
I remember an acting troupe who attracted huge crowds.
Welcome to the
Last time I was here, Brightwall was buzzing with culture. I remember an acting troupe who attracted huge crowds. What's their name?
Oh, hello. You go into a lot of caves.
This should be brilliant.